my computer because okay, perfect. We are on. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in a second. Are y'all excited? It's been a second since I've actually hosted a large onboarding. I normally do these one-on-one, but we just brought on so many people at one time. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do a community-wide one. And it's great for either a brand new coach that's like, I think I want to dip my toes in, but it's also good for somebody that's like, okay, I think I got the hang of this. I've been sharing and now I want to kind of run. Or for somebody that's just wanting to refresh their, like, honestly, like reset and be like, oh shoot, this is why I freaking wanted to go all in the beginning. So with that being said, let me go ahead and share my screen here. Bear with me. Let me put all this junk everywhere else. I got a big old mess on my desktop. Okay, so let me see if I can open this. Present. All right. So let's just go ahead and jump on in, y'all. Okay. All right. So first things first, y'all, most of y'all on the call already, everybody is just straight crushing it in our programs. Like, I'm sorry, but MBF is like totally my jam. It's like all me all day. Like, there has been several programs throughout the years that I've been done Beachbody where the program just literally fires me up. Well, this one right here is all me. I am injured and I am listening to my body at this moment in time, but mama will be back. Mama will be back. You best know it. So first things first is you're already doing it, y'all. You're working on your most important asset, which is yourself. You have to work on you in order for you to pour into other people, right? So, and that's kind of how coaching fell on my lap, was like, I'm going to come in here and I want to work on the best version of myself. And along the way, people were like, what are you doing? Like, whatever it is, I want in. Like, I want that mom crack. I want like your energy in the morning. Supposedly people think that when they join, they just have energy in the morning. No, it's taken a minute and it always has mom crack. But
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I know, the mom crack, right? I mean, I don't even have to sell anything, y'all, because I'm just like, the mom crack gets me going in the morning, seriously. And the jams, you got to turn up the jams. So first things first is just really getting to know and I really don't even like to say products, but it really is. It's getting to know all the things that work for you. You're not expected to go learn all the things that you can shop in there. What you probably should do is say, okay, I have this problem, whether it be, maybe it's a gut issue. Like for me, I had a gut issue and I found a solution. I have my Shakeology, or I have my digestive health. I have no energy. Let me find a solution to that. I look into the mom crack. I'm super sore, the day after, or 2 or 3 days after, we have a solution for that. So wherever you have a problem, there's a solution. And along the way, you find products that you absolutely love. I've tried so many different things. Some I love more than others. Some benefited me more than others. Some I'm stuck with for 3 years. Some I started 2 years later. So it just depends. And it's you going on there and being like, was that my microphone? I scared myself. Sorry. All right. So that's where it goes into finding the ones that work for you. And then honestly, y'all, I treat this like a new mascara, or like my Lashify. Y'all, I am obsessed with Lashify. We're not here to talk about my lashes, but I will rant about anything and everything that I absolutely love that has benefited me. I used to pay $1 million for my, eyelash extensions. Now I have this and I chat about it. Y'all, it's the same freaking thing. Same thing. And I feel like people overcomplicate what a coach does when it comes to inviting. Same thing. You have an amazing mascara, you tell your girlfriend about it. You found this fantastic foundation, or somebody notices that your skin just looks so radiant and you're like, well, let me tell you about this new foundation. Same thing, y'all. Do not overcomplicate it. Tell people about these products and how they've changed your life. And then next one is helping people change the life with the products. So I honestly think it's one of those things, when something new comes out or something I've never tried, I try it, because I'm like, what if this maybe it doesn't work for me, or maybe it's not something I love and feel like I have to have it, but somebody else might need it, you know? So knowing just a little bit about everything. So when a new product drops, or a new program drops, I'm always like, let me learn all the things about it. Because if somebody comes to me and possibly used to be a dancer, I don't do bar blend, but if I know about bar blend, I'll be able to offer the solution and something that's going to work for them. And then number 5 is just telling others about the opportunity. And let me tell you this, I sucked in the beginning at this. I was fantastic at bringing people on to get the discount, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it was out of fear, if it was the self-limiting belief of the fact that I didn't think I could be a leader. Maybe at the time, I didn't even believe I could make this a business. Like, I didn't think that I could bring in the 6 figures that my coach does. Like, at the time, I truly did not have the vision that I have now. So now when I bring on new people, I'm like, have a vision, even if it's like totally, if it's totally unimaginable and it sounds like it's, impossible, say that vision out loud and tell your people about your vision. So now that's one of the first things I tell my new coaches. I'm like, find your vision, whatever this opportunity could be for you, speak about it and speak it into the universe and talk about it and help people envision what their dreams could look like in yours. So pretty much just do not wait on telling people about this opportunity. And even if you're brand new, you don't have any coaches under you, you don't even make a dime yet, remember that somebody else could find this opportunity and it could literally change their lives. All right. This happens to me all the time, y'all. Okay, there we go. All right. So y'all, using your resources. And let me tell you, I mean, now, I get to watch, 10-year veterans run calls, and you have them sitting there. And my coach, even herself, said, I did not have any of these trainings that y'all have. We're literally baby, y'all. You could go to YouTube. You could go to Google. You could go to podcasts. You could find all of the top coaches basically give the cow away. They tell you how it's done. Beachbody Champions tells you exactly how to get to your goals. So the resources are there. You could have a shitty upline. You could have nobody to lean on, and you could still make this business work. You could still be the Lindsay Matway of the world. I say Lindsay Matway, and probably nobody, there's only a few that might know who that is on here, but she basically didn't have an upline. She had to call Beachbody like 3 or 4 different times to try to find like somebody that could be her upline, that was supposed to be her upline. And now she's like, I don't even know, like 9-time elite. She's been in the business for I don't even know how long, like 7-figure earner. So just know that if for some reason you're wondering why the business isn't working, the resources are there. You're just not going out and looking for them. So I always tell people, I'm like, just go out there and search around. Go to your coach office. Go to the FAQ. The little search button works. It really does. You type in something and all the things pop up. You have an amazing upline, y'all. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about all the uplines. You're pretty much in a legacy. You truly are. So you have Tanya Barron, which is, 7-time elite coach, 6-figure earner. You have Danielle Natoni, which is fit and funky. And she's like she's like I don't even know, something crazy, 7-figure earner. Then you have Jackie Woodfin, which is one of like the founding coaches of Beachbody. So y'all, you literally have a legacy. There is so much information out there, and there's a huge community that you are locked into with being in this team. And then of course, YouTube, Google, all the things. The National Wake Up Call. If it is not in your goal list for every week, I would tell you, you need to listen in. When I first started, I used to listen sporadically. And every time I listen, I would say, why did I skip that? Why did I skip last week's? Man, this thing is like amazing. Because you get to hear from literally all different coaches. Coaches from new in the business all the way up to, years in the business. And they're going to always have a new topic they're talking about. And it's usually a topic that maybe has been, buzzing around in our community, whether it be, how do I grow followers? How do I rank advanced? How do I keep our challengers engaged? Like, there is so much information on those national wake up calls. Sometimes you leave there like practically in tears, because some of these people have the most amazing stories where they were for bankrupt, or they had to put their special need children in a special school and had no money. Like, some of these people's stories are just so absolutely inspiring. And then you leave that call and you're like, why not me? So if you're wondering which call that you should be jumping in every week, it should be the National Wake Up Call. It comes on at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, and you can listen to it in a podcast the next day if I'm correct. So, and it's always on the TBB 411. So it's everywhere, and you do not have to listen to it live. Okay, next thing here, and I don't want to get too much in the weeds, but I know I have a bunch of people in here that are going to be doing the Team Cup. And y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I'm so excited about Team Cup. Like, I'm like so freaking hyped about it. Like, we've been talking amongst all of the leaders in the team. And then my coach basically, and so I'm telling you, y'all, this is why I love my freaking upline. Tanya, my coach, is hosting an Emerald Push in the midst of this Team Cup, which means not only can you earn more swag, but it's like more motivation to freaking bust out the seams and like go from 0 to 100. So I am so freaking excited about the Team Cup, but this is one of the things we're going to be using in the Team Cup, because any elite coach will tell you, and I can tell you, when I started using this sucker, when I started doing the power hours that were attached to these in small pockets of time, let me remind y'all, I still work full time, okay? I work full time and I have 2 kiddos, but I do this business in the small pockets of time. This business is not meant to be 8 hours a day. No, when you become a full-time coach, you get to live a life by design, a life that other people don't get to live. So no, you aren't meant to spend 8 hours a day doing this. This should not take you 8 hours a day. I can knock most of this stuff off in an hour, literally an hour. And if you break that up, like the way it's broken down here, you can knock it out every single day. So this will be something we're going to use in the in our Team Cup groups. So it tells you everything you have to do, y'all. It literally maps out the whole thing for you. If you got to check off, you work out and you drink your Shakeology, perfect. That's your first things first. I mean, and then it shows you how to connect, invite, and follow up. And then it shows you how to pretty much connect with your community. And then, of course, the personal development. Super easy, y'all. It really truly is. If you are committed and you're like, I want to see where the heck this is going to take me, this is the guide to get you there. All right. Next thing, y'all, this is probably the most important vital that I took away. If I were to ever just toss in the towel with Beachbody, this right here, I would take with me. It has changed everything. I could have lost the 50 pounds, but if I had not strengthened my mind and worked from my shoulders up on this biggest muscle, y'all, I would have gained it all back. I would have quit coaching. I would have never became the leader I am today, because I didn't believe I was when I first started. I wouldn't have dreamt the way that I'm dreaming now, where I'm like dreaming. It feels like I'm like, that's totally impossible, but I'm going to run for it. Like, I would have never been where I'm at right now. The woman that you see right now was built from personal development. Yes, I lost the inches. Yes, I lost the weight, but it was nothing compared to the weight that I carried of the all of the self-loathing, the self-limiting beliefs that I carried. It was like armor. And I literally started peeling it back, melting it off with personal development. Every book that I went through, every podcast I listened to, every Audible I went through, I just got stronger and stronger and stronger. And I just started believing more in myself, which allowed me to believe so much more in others. So pick something. I don't care what it is. You could love devotionals. It could be, scriptures. It could be, YouTube videos, Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins. It could be podcasts, whatever it is. 10 minutes a day will do it. And I know for a fact that 10 minutes a day, I don't do more than 10 minutes a day, y'all. Don't get me wrong. There's days where I'm like, I want to sit there and read more than 15 minutes, but I do literally 10 minutes a day of this. And y'all, I'm just as busy, okay? So when I hear, oh, I'm so busy, I'm like, believe me, everybody's busy, but you make time for the things that matter, that you know are going to serve you well and create the best version of yourself. All right. Now we're getting to the fun stuff, y'all. Success starters. Who in here, I'm like, because I know we have a few people in here and I can't see all the faces. I know we have some people that are like gunning for success starters. So if you're a brand new coach, within your first 6 months as being a coach, if you hit any of those 3 months, Success Club, which is, y'all, you help 3 freaking people. 3 freaking people. Do you know how many people right now need us? I don't even have to tell y'all. I mean, there are so many people that need us right now. You help 3 people for 3 months out of your first 6 months, you get to be a success starter. Not only do you get the recognition of success starter, it's a big freaking deal, y'all. You get a free ticket to Summit. Who's going to Summit here? Can we get a hat? Can we give it a show of hands? Oh, yes. All right. I'm so excited, even though it's in 2021, I'm already envisioning it. I can't wait to hug all my people. Because just to let y'all know that some of these people I've never hugged before. And they've been with me for Christy, you've been with me for what, 2 years? You've been in my team. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Adiana. Wow, Adiana, you look like your sister.
No.
OMG. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So Adiana and Christy are sisters. And I was just like, oh, there's Christy. No.
I thought I had changed the name.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
it's okay.
But so success starters is, whoa, okay, just giving the cow away, y'all. Forget it. Okay, so you get the free ticket to Summit. Let me move on because I'm getting really freaking excited about Summit. I just got my hotel, y'all. Okay, anyways, I'll move along. And then, you know what? So when I first started, I missed the free ticket by 1 person on my last month. So back in the day, it used to be 3 consecutive months. Your first, did you miss it too, Tatiana? Oh, okay. That was horrible. My sister did.
For 1 person, yeah, that was a bummer.
The worst. Because y'all, it's a big deal. Like I said, it's a shout out. It's a really big deal. But now they tossed in something else, which I really think is super priceless, is an invitation to the next pilot test group. Y'all, when I started this business, only elite got to try out the test group. And what a test group basically is you try out a program.
Look, I made a board game.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, okay, we'll play later, okay? I'm doing a call. Okay, thank you.
It's a very special board game.
Okay.
It's called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Perfect. Okay. Mom y'all. So Elite was the only people that would do this test group, and they would get freaking rockin' results. So you basically sign a contract saying, I'm going to follow this test group to a T. Y'all, can you imagine? If you're in that test group, you are not going to fail. You are not going to half-ass nothing. You are going to go all in because you have the trainer, literally, your actual trainer is talking to you. It's specifically to you. So it's an amazing boost also in your business because that's something you get to, you have to keep it a secret while you're doing it, but you get to basically say you're in the test group, and those were the actual results. And a lot of them are the results that Beachbody uses. So it's freaking amazing. It's something that I can't even imagine getting to experience. And I think it's just the coolest thing that they're allowing brand new coaches that are just going all in the business and helping humans to experience. And then, of course, the official rank of Success Starters. So 3 people to hit Success Club, y'all. 3 people. So
Okay, Melissa, quick question. So it says do this in any 3 months of your first 6. So in total, you're signing up 9 people in 6 months.
yes. Exactly.
And could it be like you sign up all 9 people in 1 month and you're done, check the box, or does it have to be spread out 3, 3, and 3?
It has to be, that's why it says like Success Club. So if you help 3 people in each month, if you help 3 people in 1 month, you hit the Success Club title. So you'll have to do that for 3 months. I mean, girl, if you signed up 9 people, you would just be happy in general. If you signed up 9 people.
I was just curious.
I was like, girl, I'd be like, okay, good job. Now let's do it.
I'm not that ambitious. I'm not. So
Hey, I like ambitious. And you would be surprised. You'd be surprised when you start helping humans how ambitious you turn. Like when you when you see the changes in, you know, women that might struggle just like you, it's pretty life-changing, and it makes you very ambitious, not gonna lie. But yeah, so you've got to help at least 3 people with a challenge pack, just like you signed up when you became a coach. So any type of challenge pack will get you the Success Club points. So 1 challenge pack is 2 points. So that's why they say you have to help 3 people. That will get you to SC6. Because you'll see the SC a lot. They don't say Success Club. They just say SC. So when you see the SC and you see the number behind it, remember it's 2 points for a challenge pack. Okay, let's go ahead and move along here. Oh. All right. So committing to a program and inviting to your boot camp. I probably should have moved the slide first. Okay, y'all give me a second. I'm gonna move a slide up, y'all. I should have moved it up earlier. Where is it at? Oh, it's way at the bottom. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna move it up because I believe that this one goes up there, and I was literally doing it at the last minute. As y'all can see, I'm super organized. Okay. See, you don't have to be organized, perfect, nothing to be a coach, y'all. This is what it is, a shit show. All right. So coming out of the closet, I think number 1, this is really freaking important before you go out there and start inviting. And I know, believe me, oh my gosh, y'all, I remember, let me sit back and remember, y'all. I remember sitting at my husband's desk chair when I was about to hit post on my before and after. So I had done 1 program. I waited. I did I think it was like a 3-week program. Sean Wickett came out and he had a hybrid. And I ended up doing it. I lost 10 inches and 10 pounds. Cool. That's all cool and all, because that was why I started. But I started noticing that I lost so much more than just that. Like I remember looking at that photo when I first started that program. I remember my friend taking those photos of me. I went to her house because I said, I don't own a scale. So I went to her house to weigh myself, and she took the picture of me, and you can just see it in my face. Like I was so unhappy with myself, and it wasn't healthy, because truly at the time, I wish the Alyssa now could literally shake that girl and be like, you created 2 humans in your body. Like your body is beautiful. Like it is so miraculous. Y'all, we pop out watermelons for our bodies. How do we sit here and like literally say things about our bodies, our cellulite, our wiggles, our jiggles, all the things? And I'm like, dude, we get up every day and we do amazing freaking things. And we can just sit there and like critique our body after what it's done. So I wish I could shake that woman, but I do remember that feeling of taking that photo and creating, you know, the collage and typing in my coming out post and basically saying that I'm about to do, you know, I'm about to embark on another journey. And, you know, y'all, it has been freaking amazing. And I want you to join. It was simple as that. I did mention the stuff that I struggled with. I mentioned that I struggled with, you know, my nutrition And I just felt like I was always taking time away from my family, trying to go to the gym. Trying to go to the gym, spending an hour and a half there. And by the time I got back, my hubby was done with homework and the kids were practically bath time, and I missed so much. And I felt like that was what I was supposed to, like, I was supposed to sacrifice that, like, to get my body back. But when I found the programs, it changed everything. And so I just explained that in a few words and put the post just like she did. But I wanted to show hers because she messaged me today, and she's not on this call right now, and much love to her, but I sent a message to her this morning and I said, hey girl, I haven't seen your coming out post. You sent it to me like a week and a half ago to like look over, and I told you it was good to go. I was like, are you gonna like post it? Or she was like, yes. What do you think? So she sent it to me again. I told her, hey, do this. I told her to add a couple of things because she left out that she's an RN and a mom of two that drags her son around to, his all-star baseball stuff. And around here in Texas, people get that, like the whole baseball life. Y'all, it's like a cult. And so I was like, do that and then just tell people that you are here to serve them. And she posted, and y'all, the only reason I'm posting this because I freaked out. I was like, Ashley, you have 100 people to talk to. I was like, look at that. You have 101 people that you get to message and have conversations with. Don't be scared. They all liked your photo and loved your photo because they're proud of you. And probably a lot of them love you and are so inspired by you because they know what kind of life you live and you're committed to yourself. That's amazing. So I told her, I was like, the real work is right now. The real work happens outside of the post. It happens with you communicating with others, telling them how this has changed your life and why they should join you. There is a lot of work outside of that, trying to get people to, just basically come and commit to themselves and allow you to, allow you to borrow their belief. Why am I saying this wrong? They're borrowing your belief, y'all. They trust in you that you're going to help them get the results. And if you're showing up every day and you're committed to your results, they're going to see it and they already look up to you. And you didn't even do anything. You're just showing up for yourself. So coming out post. If you have not done one, what are you waiting for? Team Cup is coming. I just told another group, I said, if you haven't done one, you need to put something out there. And it doesn't have to be a before and after, y'all. It could be a picture of you and your family, because they're your why. They're your reason for why you want to commit to your health. Maybe they're your reason for why you wanted to bring in a second form of income, or a selfie, maybe because you just feel better. Like you never used to like taking pictures of yourself, but look, Mama actually has a picture of herself. Mama actually did her makeup today. But let me tell you why. It's because I'm totally falling in love with myself and my journey. Those are the things that people will relate to. And they're like, I want that. I want whatever she's got, whatever she's sipping on, all the things. Sign me up. I want in. All right. Commit to a program. Obviously, a lot of y'all are already doing that. And then be inviting y'all. And that's, you can host your own group. You can team up with other coaches in the group, or you can just bring in your people and be like, Alyssa, I got 5 people to throw in there. Perfect. Let's put them on in there and let's get them some results. So it just depends on how you want to do it. What I like to do is I do, we do, you do. So let's say your team is growing and it's growing at fast pace. I'm like, okay, you've seen me run a challenge group. You know what we post. Now let me help you run your own, and then you will go and fly the coop. All right. So I'm just going to give you kind of a little quick layout. These are little graphics I created back in the day when I was a coach, when I didn't know how to explain all the things to people. Then they would ask me, well, what's the difference between a coach and a challenger? Honestly, there really is no difference outside of the fact that you get to enjoy the discount on all the goodies. Other than that, you, as a coach and a challenger, you're doing a program. As a coach and a challenger, we expect you to come and do all the things, like come and cheer on your friends, recognize your fit babes, you know, focus on your mental health. I mean, a lot of the things are the same. The only big difference is the discount. So these are available. I can share them with you and you can use until you feel comfortable being able to explain them yourself. A lot of this stuff here, I mean, like the discount coach, hobby coach, full-time coach, these are just made up things to kind of break things down for people. Some people are just more visual learners. And they're like, oh, thanks. Like, I like the graphic and I like the breakdown. Yes, sign me up for this. Or no, I just want the customer price because I don't like to save money. Says no one ever. Okay. Oh, there's a fly in here. Okay, y'all. Inviting is like a muscle. It really is, y'all. It's like your push-ups. You know, you're not going to get better at your push-ups unless you do them. So do not overcomplicate it, people. So if you're brand new and you haven't sent one friggin' invite, reach out to your dirt people. What I would recommend is write a list of, go through your Facebook and your Instagram and write down people that you believe in your heart, or that you could hang out with your team, like hang out with on your team. Like if those are your people, you want to hang out with your tribe, right? Like I'm not going to invite somebody that I don't want to hang out with on a daily basis. That's the beauty of this community. I get to hang out with amazing women that like I basically chose because I was like, hey girl, come and join me because I freaking love you. You get to choose that. So reach out to your dirt people, which are the people that would buy dirt from you. Those are the first people you want to reach out to, your friends and your family that absolutely love you and they trust you and they know that you would not try to bring them into something that is going to be, you know, totally icky and not going to work. You'll never have to sell a thing, y'all, if you share your story. Oh, there's a fly. Okay, so y'all, I say this all the time when people are like, well, I don't know how to sell. Good. Because this is not a business of selling. This is a business of sharing. You're sharing your story. You're sharing solutions. I truly feel like I sell for a living. Like my main career is sales. I've done sales all my life and I literally do not feel like I have to sell a darn thing. I share my story, then I share this solution to other people, and whether they say yes or not, it doesn't make me feel bad when they say no, because if they're just not drawn to my story and they're just not drawn to what we have here, that's okay. All right, so be brief, excited. Y'all, I mean, if you're seeing the results, you're going to be so freaking excited to reach out to your friends, or if that, your friends don't have FOMO. They really are. They're going to wish that they had started the program with you, 3 weeks ago when you're looking like a snack and you're not eating them as much anymore. No need to rush, y'all. I truly believe that asking questions, like I tell people, I am committed to getting you results, but in order for me to get results for you, I need to know what you struggle with. I need to know what your goals are. Sally's goals are going to be different from Jessica's goals, okay? Cindy's goals are going to be different from, Christy's goals. And it's your job to find out what they want, what their goals look like. So I find myself always asking questions, and then they're going to say, man, she just doesn't want to quote unquote sell me. She truly wants to know about me and get to know me. I want to hang out with this girl. I like her. Because people buy from people they trust. That's honest. So that's why I'm like, if I share my story and I'm super transparent on my life and the stuff that goes in my mouth, people are going to relate to me more. And they're also going to be like, wow, like that's what I struggle with. Like I want to be with her because she doesn't only share, the rainbows and the flowers. She shares it all. Objections. And I'm not going to lie, probably objections are my favorite thing because of my sales background. I love objections, y'all. But I will tell you that most don't, and most get scared when they get them. But y'all, objections are fantastic because you get so much better at coming back and debunking those objections. So the more you get them, the better you get at them. So the more invites you send, the more no's you get, the more objections you get, you're going to get so much better. And the person will be like, wow, I have no reason not to I have no reason not to join her. I need to join her because she's right. All of those objections are, just fears of mine. Y'all, just be you. You know what? If I could tell the former Alyssa that wore that, armor of self-hate and thought that she had nothing to offer, I would tell her, be you. Be unapologetically you. Because you want to attract your tribe. And when you are you, the unapologetic you will attract those people, the people that are meant to be your tribe. So don't be scared. What I love about Instagram is that I literally can be whoever I want. I will tell you, when I go to my career, I put on a hat. I really do. I have to, and on top of that, I got to put on heels and a suit. So for me, when I can take all that off and just be my true self, that's probably why so badly I'm like wanting to ditch the corporate life and do this for a living, because it just feels so good to be me in my own skin. So do that for you. You need them as much as they need you. Don't be afraid of the cost. Oh my gosh, y'all, break it down. Break it down. We get this all the time. People are like, people say it's too expensive. And I was like, do you know what people pay for CrossFit? Do you know what people are paying for all those supplements and all the things out there, all the magic pills? People pay for wraps. Y'all, people pay for all these things. So take your mind out of their pocketbook. What I like to do is break it down for them. I'm like, well, tell me how many times, like, let's be real. Tell me how many times you eat out a week. They're like, okay, well, I probably eat out 4 or 5 times a week. Cool. What do you eat out, breakfast or is it dinner? Well, breakfast and dinner. Okay, y'all. Okay, what? Like $7 for breakfast. You're getting a little taquito with some coffee, and then you've got your 7-Eleven meals, which my husband likes to call them. Y'all, you can't get out. I don't know about you, but I've got 4 people to feed in this house. We can't leave Chick-fil-A without spending $35. And y'all, you add all that up, you break that down. Do they drink Starbucks? Do they go pick up, smoothies from these shake places? All these things cost money. So guess what? When you join, you get a whole nutrition plan. You get all the shakes that you need, everything for one freaking price. So you break that down, that's $14 a month. Y'all. So when I get that, that's how I break it down. All right. Get to know them and build relationships. This is probably my favorite part. It was probably something that I was not good at in the beginning. I use Instagram for a lot, and I love connecting with people. Like, I love getting to know people. I love connecting with people that I have things in common with. I normally connect with mothers. I connect with corporate babes because that's what I do. I connect with also single mothers, because there was a time where I was. I connect with blended families, women that are in blended families or have blended families. Those are my avatars. So when I look for those people, I love to build relationships with them because we have things in common. Oh, Disney fanatics. I love Disney fanatics, y'all. So when you're going onto your Instagram and you're trying to connect with people, well, it's like making friends. Treat it like happy hour. Like every night we get to have a happy hour, literally, because we're out there looking to talk to people, new people, have conversations with people all over the world. Y'all, we have people from all over the country just in this call. How freaking cool is that? So building relationships. All right. Don't show up and throw up, y'all. You don't have to say anything crazy. I just say, hey, I have this amazing freaking community of women, and I think you need in. Let's chat more about it. It doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need to talk about all the ins and outs. Y'all, talk about, keep your stories in the forefront, and you won't need to talk about any of the technicalities. And then follow up forever. Literally, follow up forever. Tatiana, we're always like, literally follow it up forever. You can get 5 or 6 ghosts. We love Tatiana is the ghost pro. I'm sorry, Tatiana. You're the ghost buster, forever. And I know this is an inside joke, but we get a lot of ghosting when we reach out to people. And Tatiana loves to send the ghost emoji. She's like, don't ignore me. I love you, Tati. You're amazing. All right. This is just a quick pockets of time, y'all. Like when I hear that, you know, from people I don't have time, y'all, nobody's got time on here. Ain't nobody got time. We all have things. We all have lives. Lots of us have children. Actually, most of us are mothers. Some of us work full time. Some of us has crazy schedules. You know, some of us, our kids are in extracurricular activities. I get it. Nobody's got time, but you make time for things that you want. So if there's a goal you want, you make time for it. And you work in the pockets, y'all. Literally in the small pockets. I am connecting on the toilet, y'all. That's all sanitary, but that's what I do. Like, while the pot's boiling, I'm like, let me send a couple of invites. Let me follow up with a couple of people. I literally do this in the pockets. When I put the family to bed, like we put the family to bed and I'm on the computer. Like, you know, we do like power hours. I get up an hour and a half early before the whole family. I get my workout in and I do power hours, or I do, you know, things that I know are going to move my business forward. It's a small sacrifice that I've made, but it has paid off. It has paid off immensely, y'all. It's been a crazy ride since quarantine, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did not quit after, you know, my first year of struggling. After my sister quit coaching with me, I fell into a really dark hole because the vision that I had included her. And I'm so glad I didn't quit coaching. I'm so glad I didn't quit coaching when my whole diamond fell apart. I'm so glad I did not quit and I kept using those pockets of time when I was sitting 10 minutes before I was having to walk into the building, when I skipped going to lunches with some of my coworkers, you know, when I was sitting in the Chick-fil-A line, y'all, I literally used the pockets of my time. And actually, Christy was just telling me about that earlier, and I know she uses the pockets of her time too. Like, it's so freaking intentional. You get intentional. Okay, this is the fun part. Hopefully I can speed through it. This is the good part. This is the part that y'all came for, because you're like, oh, when am I going to learn about what I can make? Y'all. Okay, so who in here could use an extra $800 a month? I mean, $800 in the next 3 months, okay. Who in here wants to make $800 a month? Because it's totally possible, just saying. But I'm going to show you here, break it down for you, how you could make $800 in the next 3 months. Because everybody in here wants to hit Success Club. So if you hit Success Starters, this right here would be you, bringing in an extra stream of income in a very crazy, uncertain time. All right, so let's say I'm Jessica and I am on the ball. I'm going to send tons of invites. I just put my coach post out there. I got tons of people to chat with, and I found 3 people to help. Right there, you make $50 off of those 3 people, and you get them started on their health journey. You made $150 right there, okay? All right, next month, you're like, well, I'm not quitting now. Like, month 2, let's go. And you find 3 more humans to help, right? Another $150. That's already $300 in 2 months, y'all. I don't know about you, but at my career, I got to ask for a raise. I got to sit in front of my boss and ask him and tell him why I think I deserve a raise. No, over here, I get to act like a boss babe and be a CEO of my own business and give myself a raise. All right, so not only on month 2 have I helped 3 people, but now I have residual, y'all. Those 3 people that jumped on in the beginning, they're seeing amazing results. They're rocking it out, and they're drinking their Shakeology, their liquid Drano, and they are just feeling amazing. You have $96 just off that residual. So that month, you have made $246. And month 3 comes around, well, ain't nobody stopping there. You are on the fast train to Success Starters, and you help 3 more people, another 150, but now you have 6 humans that are not only crushing their goal, but they're also drinking their Shakeology. And this is not even other things that they might be using, like the mom crack and all the other things. That right there, you have earned $400 in all for month 3, which just totals out to $800 in the first 3 months. And let me just tell you, this right here is a breakdown for customers. So when you sign up coaches, you get a $50 commission. It's the same price, but when you go Emerald, which I'll start talking about in just a second, when you hit that first rank is when you get to start making the team cycle bonus. So this right here, this little image is just customers. You will make commission off of them, everything that they buy, but they'll get a better deal when they sign up for a coach. Okay, so let's move on to the next one here because I'm gonna get into the weeds of the Emerald real quick. This is just an overview, y'all. I know some people are visual. So maybe some of y'all are in this first rung, which is an active coach. The next rung would be your active Emerald. Y'all, it is so freaking easy to find 2 freaking people to join you. I asked my sister and my best friend when I first started. That's all you do. Your sister and your best friend. And I'll show you another way that you can also get there. Ruby, nobody goes to Ruby. Y'all just like X out the Ruby from your head because ain't nobody got time for that. We're moving on to Diamond. So you need you need 4 people. Wait, no. I always get confused with this. You need 4. So you need 4 coaches. 4 coaches on your left, 4 coaches on your right. But those 2 at the top have now also found 2 people of their own to join them. So let me show you how to hit Emerald in a day. So I can't tell you from experience because I actually did not sign up my husband right away, but it's called a spouse account. And what an Emerald is you plus 2. That's it. A left and a right. I see you. What's up? Cool. Yeah, can you take it? I'm not eating right now. Can you take the chicken off the lettuce, please? Okay. Shh. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. So benefits of hitting Emerald. This is what I was going into. Number 1, you hit your first rank. You get a public shout out. Yeah, amazing. It's kind of like graduating kindergarten is what I like to call it. So you start receiving a team cycle bonus. So anything that your coaches bring in or purchase, you start cycling. I won't go too much in the weeds of that, but that's the first, when you hit that first rank, it's another way of making income. Let me just make that easy. All right. And then number 3 is you could qualify for free leads. Who in here love? Oh my God, free leads. Kendall, I love them. So when you hit Success Club 5, you get customer leads and you get commission on future things. So if I decided to sign up for Beachbody, I went online and I bought the yearly subscription, you would not get the commission till I went and said, oh, I'm going to buy the completion pack of the MBF, or oh, I'm going to buy the Shakeology. That's when you would get commission. If you hit Success Club 10, which is 5 people in that month, you get paid customers, y'all. So let me show you. I hope I can zoom in. Can I zoom in on this? Maybe not. I don't want to ruin this. Can y'all see it? So I want you to see here, like in this first one here, if you look at the bottom, you'll see somebody hit Success Club 10 there. And these are all the customers.
Mommy, your food's getting cold.
I know, honey, I'm busy. Don't worry about it. So all of these people bought stuff and you got commission off of it. Look at that. $357 just off of freaking customers that decided to join. And now they're under you and you're making commission off of them. Yes, give me all the free leads. So Success Club 10 should be your goal all the time. So you always get free freaking money and free customers. All right. So why sign your spouse? So when I first started, I signed my sister and my best friend. I did not sign my husband right away, but I think there might be somebody on here. Who is it? Crystal. Oh, Crystal and Christy both decided to sign their hubby. So they have 2 coach accounts. So they're halfway to Emerald and all they needed was one other person on the other side. Let me tell you why you want your hubby to sign up as a coach. Y'all, you basically duplicate yourself. So if you put your hubby on the right, and let me not say hubby, let me say controlled account, because it could be your husband, a parent, or a child that's old enough, 18. It could be any one of those. But when you sign them up, number one, you duplicate yourself, and number two, anything that that controlled account does funnels back up to you. You make 2 paychecks. So I make 2 paychecks with my husband. So the more that he grows, the more, hits diamond, 1 star, 3 star, all of that, I literally have doubled myself. I mean, it's freaking amazing. So that's always one of the first steps to getting to Emerald. It's not the only way, but if you're like, I want to see this as a business and I want to see how quickly I can get it to earn income, that's the first way to do it. That's the way to put your foot on the freaking gas. So these are not my numbers, y'all. I wish they were, and they will be someday, but this is my coach's hubby's account. So when he first started in 2013, she made $241 between the first 3 months off of just her hubby's account. Boom, 2018 to 2019, y'all, almost $14,000, just her husband's account. And it just sits there, y'all. It literally sits there and does nothing. And I know, because my coach has said it sits there at, her coach, I don't want to say her husband's is at a diamond. She hasn't moved it any further. And it makes a significant amount of money a week. So just wanted to give you, insight in regards to why signing a controlled account could not only make more money for you, but down the road. All right. So now that we're done with all the monies, I just want to touch on sharing on social media. I know everybody's a little bit different on how they share on social media. My page does not, the way that I share on my page does not have to be the way that Jessica shares on a page, does not have to be the way that Danny shares on a page. Everybody is different. You will find so many different coaches that you have some that share on their feed and talk about their coach. Then you have some that, share, they do the coaching behind the scenes. They just love taking photos. So it all depends on how you want to do it. But I will tell you that I have found great success in building the following by sharing just tidbits of everything. Because the last thing you want is to lose yourself, to lose what your page used to look like, which is the important things like your family, things that you love. Cindy loves pizza. I love pizza too. I'd sign up with her if she eats pizza and she looks like that and she works out every day. Sure. So y'all, you want it to be relatable. You don't have to go and change your feed. You don't have to go and look for presets, but what you do have to do is start sharing your journey. Okay, next one. All right, y'all. So a lot of the things in your fitness journey are the same as your business journey. It doesn't happen overnight. This is not a get rich type of business, y'all. I've been in the business 3 years. Does it have to take 3 years to get, where I've got to? No. Try to help everybody get to where I got way quicker, but it does not happen overnight. You have to track your results just like you would on our bod. You track, your Shakeology. You track when you work out. You have to track your business too. You have to track how many invites you've sent, how many follow-ups you've sent, so you can ask yourself, do I need to do more to get to the goals I want? And as soon as you stop, the results get further, y'all. They really do. So if you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna do a program, or I'm gonna stop sharing for whatever reason, just remember that all of those things, when you stop or when you quit and then you jump back on, those results will take longer to get to. Y'all, I cannot stress comparison is the thief of joy enough. And I think that y'all should know this, period. But I know with social media, it can be so freaking hard. We compare what we look like. We compare, what motherhood looks like, or we compare what our guilt looks like. We compare our pains. We compare our photos. We compare our businesses. We can compare all these things. But when the second you stop comparing, you start just living for you, and you just start, you feel this freedom. So comparison is the thief of joy. We are not going to compare each other, but we are going to lock arms and sprint together. And y'all don't overcomplicate it. I cannot say this enough. It does not take anything special. I am nobody special. The elite coach that started where we were did nothing different outside of just being super consistent and, living and breathing her mission, which is to help humans, create that best version, or to help them maybe out of the way that the same path that they were on. And last but not least, always invite. I think it cut off. It's always invite to the fitness journey and always invite to the business journey. Never leave the business journey out is pretty much what I was trying to get to. Because we can find ourselves only saying, oh, come to my challenge group. Come to my challenge group. I got a challenge group. And then you're like, why can't I find any coaches to join me? Well, do they know about your coaching opportunity? Are you only talking about your challenge, or are you also inviting to the business opportunity? Okay, what now, y'all? Well, what now? To be totally honest, I mean, start sharing your journey start sharing your journey. Commit to a program, which most of y'all are doing. Y'all don't get overwhelmed. We're going to start Team Cup and we're going to freaking crush it together. You could literally be like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Good. Don't worry about it. You don't need it. You don't need any special skills. You just need you and your journey, and you need some belief in yourself that you've got this and you could do this. Somebody out there needs to hear your story and needs you. That's it. Any questions? Sorry, I wish y'all would have stopped me. I literally zipped through that thing. Okay, we have a couple minutes here. Does anybody have any questions? Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Come on, y'all. Unmute yourself.
I unmute myself, but I don't have any questions.
Oh.
You don't?
I would just say that we had to figure it out at the beginning a lot. I know Elisa for the longest time, as long as I've been a coach.
Yeah, we started it around the same time.
I mean, we were so amateur.
We were, but we never freaking quit, y'all.
No, that was the thing. And I think as my experience as a coach, I guess that's what drove me. I saw the opportunity. I knew I wanted to do it. I just didn't know how, but I'm like, let me just stick around long enough because I know that somehow I'm going to figure this out. And sure enough, there is just, if you keep just showing up, one day it just clicks, and then I got to the point that I know exactly what I need to do after following coaches, after watching people's stories, after going to trainings. I know for some people it clicks faster, I would say, but for me it took a little longer. But once I figured it out, I was like, okay, this is what I gotta do. I'm gonna do it. This is my formula, because like Alyssa said, it looks different for everybody. Coaching looks so different for everybody. But once I figure out like what worked for me, I started doing it over and over again, because this business is like your workouts. It's built from the little things that you do every day. Just like you show up for your workouts every single day and you do those 30 minutes intentionally, is the same, but you won't see results a week from now, but maybe 30 days down the road, you start seeing results. This business is built just like that. You know, you use your pockets of the day intentionally, or like we do, like I try to do also, like Alyssa, do 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, and I use it intentionally. It's not always perfect, but I know that little by little, if I do it consistently, it's gonna take me to the end result, which is what I'm looking for. So
you hit the nail on the freaking head. So that's y'all, I think that when I sat down and wrote my why was probably one of the most important things that I ever did, because there's so many peaks and valleys. And like she said, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not always easy. I mean, I post that I work, because I'm looking for women that are like, you know what? Like, I want better. I want more time with my family. I want to be there for those, trips that my kids take to the zoo. Like, I want to be there for those parties. Like, I want to be around. And when I found that why, when I fixated on that why is when, every time I thought, should I just throw in the towel? Should I just not invite? Should I do whatever it was, close to quitting? I kept thinking about my why. I kept thinking, like, what would this look like if I could blow this shit out of the water? If I could build this amazing community with boss babes that, want the life of design, like that want to be around for their families, want to bring in that additional income, want to be the breadwinner, like all those things. Like I asked myself, like, why not me? What makes those elite people that are up there, they started just like us. Like, why would I not be capable? And, I just never quit. I kept trucking along. And, Tatiana is a perfect example of that, y'all. If you want diamond, it's a decision. Yes, let's hear it, Crystal. Preach, baby, preach.
So I just wanted to add something because, can y'all hear me? Okay. Well, I woke up today and I checked my back office because I'm trying to make a habit out of that. And it felt so really nice to see the largest paycheck that I have gotten and to be able to pay the car insurance with that money was like, yes. And I did this yesterday, but I picked it up today. So I just went to FedEx online and I got like the little spiral. And so I did the 3 pages and I did like 3 pages. So then I can go, I didn't really want all the Shakeology, but I'm going to start utilizing this because I know that it's going to help me because I have been caught up with getting lost in the sauce and the tracking. So I just want to encourage you guys to, utilize this and have like a little workspace. This was something that one of my other mentors, she mentioned, like, sometimes even for me, I work from home now and I left my desk job, but I was getting lost in not working my business. Or I get in these pockets of time and then I'm like, okay. And then I would get sidetracked. And then that little 30-minute time turned into 5 or 10 minutes and I wasn't doing the most. But to wake up today and see the largest paycheck and I was just adding up everything and I was like, wow, like I'm really helping contribute to the family. And that's something that I envisioned coming into this as a business, and to see that like coming to life and gaining momentum and my team is growing, and it just feels really, really good. So I'm excited because I can laugh because I was like watching Alyssa for so long and like saw like bits of her life and I was like, I want that. Like, yes. So I'm just so glad that I have you guys, I have you, Alyssa, and all these things. Like, I'm like, yes, okay, I'm going to use this. And I have this little space and I'm excited about it. And I have all these like, visions. And this one says like, it's right in the middle and it says success is a decision. #boss babe. So it's like, I'm going to come here, I'm going to work, and I'm going to keep seeing those paychecks go bigger and bigger because that's exactly what I want from this business, because the life I design is like my jam to the max. So utilize this and create your space and get those checks, get that money, girl.
And y'all, I'll just say, I mean, most people on here, outside of Crystal, she did retire herself. She's a badass. I mean, most of us work full time. So, I mean, it looks different. Like I said, it looks different on everybody. Everybody has different pockets of time, but we all have our own reason. So if you're new to this, sit down, spend, 5-10 minutes, write down like detailed why this business, if you could work this business, why would you do it and how would it change your life? And just kind of write down some of the visions. Like maybe it's pay off your credit card debt. Cindy's not on here, but that girl has paid off like 6 credit cards, y'all, like with her coaching business. And she's a full-time RN with 4 freaking kids. For me, it was to travel more and to fill my children's college funds, and obviously retire myself from my really stressful, 8 to 5. So whatever yours looks like, write it down and write it down every single freaking day. Y'all, I write down my goals every day. I write the same things down. I mean, they've changed from when I first started to now. They've gotten bigger and badder and hairier, but I write them down every single day and I believe them. So I work for them. I'm like, what is it got to take me to do this? How much work am I going to have to put in this? Because I want this. And I write it down every single freaking day. I wake up, like I said, just a little earlier than the family to do that. So, I mean, hopefully you got the information, all of the good information from this, and it motivates you. We're about to roll into Team Cup. Y'all, Team Cup is going to be freaking fire. We have such an amazing group of women tonight. We're gonna post the announcements of the teams. We mixed it up a lot just to give you all an idea. We have diamonds on some, we have emeralds on some, we have brand new on some. So everybody's gonna learn from so many different people. You're also gonna get to learn from other coaches because there's other diamond coaches running these groups as well. And we're just gonna freaking kill it. And the fact that Tanya's running an emerald push, like hell yes. Like talk about all the reason to just say, August, you are mine and I'm taking it the bull by the horns and I'm freaking just jumping on that train and going full speed ahead. I mean, so yeah, I'm really excited about Team Cup. I love when we have these events. I really do. I love all the things, but okay, y'all, I am so happy that you got to jump on. Let me take a picture real quick, y'all, because I got to post it. Yes.
I just got out of the shower.
Yes. My hair was all wet earlier. Good job. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Got it. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you so much for jumping on.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.